I'm a type of person where when things happen, I have to sit and think about it. And I spent Friday, Saturday, Sunday just really thinking about all this stuff. And again, like I said earlier, really trying to find the positive to get out of this situation. And it's really been like a lot of good realizations I've come into that I appreciate. Who little dog is that?
Mine. Come here, Biggie.
Oh, hey baby. Mwah, 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 mwah.
This Biggie Smalls right here. Say hi.
So
Aw.
So, hey, Biggie Smalls. So there's a couple things I do want to talk about, and then I want to update you guys because I did talk to the TS.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I talked to TS. Okay, so I want to talk about whether people were like this laptop, right? So for the last couple of months, there's been this mentioning of a laptop on their show by Craig, usually asking has she gotten her laptop back, referring to a laptop that Madison bought for me to use when I was working with her on, turns out with T.S. Madison, that was on Fox O. Basically saying and insinuating I'm holding on to her laptop, right? And people like are always coming to my comments. They're like, "Where's this laptop? Why are you holding on to Maddie's laptop?" And I just want to talk about the laptop, right? So, me and Madison talked about the laptop. She said she was gonna come get it back. I said, okay. When I get back, we're gonna meet up on this date and do this exchange. Mo's gonna come get the computer, and it's gonna be whatever, whatever. I got back. I hit Maddie up. Mo never came, and I believe I was told I would be told when he would come back and get it. I hadn't seen Maddie. I hadn't spoke to Maddie on the phone. I hadn't texted her. I hadn't called her. She didn't call me back. Not once has she ever asked about this computer. And it only gets brought up on Mad Day by Craig or some configuration of that and like presented as if I'm holding on to something when I'm like, no one has asked me about this computer. And when I thought someone was coming to get it, I was readily, ready to hand it over. But it's being presented like I'm holding on to it when that's not the case. So I did want to finally address that. And like it had been brought up some time before, and I had heard about it, and I was like, you know what? Before I say anything on my live or anything like that, let me reach out to her one on one and ask her about it so I can see like what's the intention behind it. And we spoke about it, and I was like, like the computer's here. Like somebody could come get it. And the response has always been, Myrtle, I'm not thinking about it. I'm not thinking about that computer. I'm not thinking about it. So then why, when y'all trying to, I guess, read me or drag me on the live, you're bringing up this computer as if I'm holding on to it when no one has been interested in this computer. I did want to talk about that. I asked about the computer. I was like, girl, are you going to come get this computer? Because I think she said in her live it's going to be like a gift or whatever. I think more than likely the computer is going to stay here. I mean, the computer's been here for like 2 years. It might as well stay. But I just don't want it to be said or believe that I'm holding on to someone's equipment. I'm not rich. Like I'm not I'm not rich or wealthy, but I'm not broke and poor either to where I have to steal somebody else's belongings. I can go get my own computer and another one. You know what I mean? So there was that. Y'all want to say anything before I go ahead?
What was it? Was it a MacBook?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, what was it? MacBook Pro, MacBook Air,
Mm-hmm.
a Pro.
Pro. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then the second thing was when they were
Wait,
like,
hold up real quick, Oliver, because I have my thing on mute. Yeah, anybody want to sponsor a MacBook Pro for me? I'm here.
and then the next thing was that when they were like, I asked for more money about the cozy thing. Now that was now hearing that was when I had got upset. I'm not gonna lie, that was the first time I actually got upset because I felt like that was like a misconstruing of reality, and that's when I was like, okay, this is getting to a place. So hearing that I asked for more money and Craig said yes he did ask for more money, that insinuates what? I hit her up and was like, bitch, this is what you need to send me, or this is what I feel like I'm owed. Wrong or right? I'm asking. And so I'm like, that sends the wrong message because for me, that's not what happened. for me, the truth is, we were talking about the cozy situation this last time when it blew up on the internet, and I called her, and she was yelling at me, telling me to give her a price on what I felt like I was owed, and I kept saying, that's not the route I think we should take. I can't even say what I'm owed. I don't even know I don't know what I'm owed. I don't know if I'm owed, so I can't say that to you. Like, I really can't say that to you. And repeatedly I kept being screamed at and hand slapped at saying, give me a price, give me a price. God gonna bless you today. Give me a price, give me a price. And I'm like, yo, that's not the energy I'm on. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do. No, give me a price. Give me a price. Okay, so I was like, okay, well, let me think about it and I'll get back to you. So I think there's a difference between saying I did come back and ask for something versus saying I demanded he gave me something and he gave me a number. I just feel like it sends a different message, and I did want to clear that up. And so I will say this. I definitely again want to apologize for making the post, right? Because when I did hear some of what she was saying on, like, she didn't care that Dominique she didn't care that Dominique had all those things going on. I was like, okay, well, that's what I said. So I was like, okay, well, she can't be mad that I didn't say anything, because the same reasons why I didn't say anything was the same reasons why I heard her say she was okay with it. She's right, Angelique. She said she was knowledgeable about Dominique's past, and she didn't care. Okay, the same thing I thought. And then and so I think the main thing was no one had likened the two in media. Like, no one had said anything about what Dominique had going on as it relates to T.S. Madison. And even though I don't think it's far-fetched necessarily for someone to be talking about it and link the two, I think it was unsettling that I was the first one posting about it. And for me, I'm just doing what I feel on social media, right? So I'm not posting because I'm Oliver Twitch trying to get a click and a view. This is just how I make my content look pretty. Whereas the optics of it is, this is Oliver Twix, this person known for having things go viral on his channel, posting a thing like this. This looks like a story. So, I get it. And I definitely want to apologize for that, for being reckless. Because I totally get it. And that's what made me feel like completely bad when I realized it that way. Like, I felt like horrible, but I just didn't think about it. It wasn't from a place of malice or like being upset. It's just, I didn't think about it, but I felt really fucked up. That I was like, damn, the optics of it, like, you're right. Everyone's right. It shouldn't have been me. And I totally get it. And I apologize for that.
That's good. I'm glad that you had time to sit and think about it and figure out the space you in and feel like you needed to apologize for whatever reason you felt was necessary. That's it. But y'all need to tap in. Y'all already know what it is. Because like we outside. Period. Okay? See, my co-hosts, they doing things, honey. And you see me, I'm doing things, honey. And y'all need to tap in and come rock with me and support me. QOTR, Queen of the Ring. Y'all already know the vibe. So if you want to know what's going on with me, if you want to know what I'm doing, follow me, Brooklyn Babs, on all social media platforms. And y'all can follow my co-host as well, because we all be doing things, okay? And we just want to make some things happen, okay? And get to the chicken.
Come on, get to
Period.
the chicken. Okay.
Okay?
So I did talk to TS and I apologized. And I told her, in realizing that, I'm going to take down the video. So that's what Angelique was talking about. I took down the video. Because if she would have hit me up first, I would have taken it down. And I just think when she went to Twitter first, it just put me in a defensive place to not necessarily look at the hurt. I just was being defensive against the comments being made about my character. So I took the video down and I told her that whatever money is made from the video, like the video that people was talking about, I'm going to donate it to the T.S. Madison Starter House on our behalf. So far, I think
I
the video
love
is at
that.
like, I think $200. So as I'm sorry, and I've learned my lesson. We're going to donate that money to the people for causing all this chaos.
I love that. That's it. Now, can we
And
put
can
this?
you take me to dinner for causing all this chaos?
We
I
put the
need
right.
about
Can we put
2
this to
lobster
rest
tail,
now?
some sushimi, honey, okay?
Not
Some garlic
sashimi,
butter. You feel me? I need all that good stuff. I'm about to
Babs.
pull up for you, okay?
What the hell is sushimi? Ambulance.
Ambulance was wild.
Now give it